What is up, everybody? It's your boy Ghost here with another episode of the Nerd Squad podcast. Joining me today, we have my good friend Gray. What is up, Gray?
Hey, what's up, Skwaad?
And with us today, also Maurice.
Oh, how's everybody doing today?
From the sound of it, everybody's doing quite good. But today we do have some great news. We had a conference in the morning from Google. It was a game developer conference. And Google is releasing, everybody thought it was going to be a console, but it turns out they're releasing a cloud-based like gaming thing. I don't know really what to call it. It's like, I mean, they're releasing a controller, but I mean, everything that they're talking about, it's going to be through the cloud. So basically anything that has Chrome OS, you can just pick up your game. You know, I don't know how it's going to work where you choose it, because the way they showed it, I don't know if you guys saw it, it is crazy. So basically what I saw is you can be on YouTube and you're watching the trailer for, let's say, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like they showed. And at the end of the trailer, it gives you two options, like, oh, go to the homepage, whatever, watch the next video. And then on the left was play now. So when you choose play now, so like it said within seconds, you'll be playing the game already at freaking full HD, 60 frames per second, like no input lag. It was just crazy to see. It kind of gave me chills, but it's like, wow. Is this the future of gaming? Is this where gaming is going from now on?
No, yeah, it's pretty crazy, because Microsoft tried to do that not too long ago, and they got killed for it. Like the Xbox One X the One got killed for it. And it's only time will tell how the consumers will take this going forward. I think it's a great idea. Streaming games is the future. I mean, streaming anything it's the here and now with movies, books, music. Gaming is sure to come, So I think moving forward, it is going to be really difficult to take that approach. Google it's a pretty powerful, home, and they have the means to do it, obviously, with their promises, but they're pretty big promises.
They're pretty big. I mean, they were talking about, there's no input lag. You're going to be, if you're doing like multiplayer games, then there's going to be no hacking. No, that's like,
oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah. It's like, how, like, I get it. You guys are using like the biggest, devices and CPUs and fiber optic cables and all this, but like, how are you going to be able to manage that? Especially since like they unveiled it, the title of it is the Stadia. They unveiled that it's for developers, it's for creators. So if people can get into the source code, I mean, how are they not going to hack games?
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one. I'm honestly a little bit bummed out with the whole streaming service type thing. You know how I am.
Well, yeah,
no, yeah.
You're a fan of physical copies.
Physical copies, yeah.
Because what happens to a disc after this? And if Google is a success and they're just starting off,
I'll tell you what's
to say PS4 and Xbox not to try that right after them. If they're a success, just imagine Xbox doing it.
I'll tell you what's going to happen to the disc. You ever heard of E.T. on Atari?
Oh my god.
The pit, man.
It's not real.
It exists, all right?
Sorry.
It does not.
We're just
Oak
right
Island
around the
didn't
corner.
exist, and look at it now.
No, dude, I don't know. I mean, I know that eventually like things will probably get to like streaming and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm already like with the indie games and stuff like that, I don't really mind. You can hear my dog crying.
Yeah.
I don't really mind like buying indie games on digital or whatever. It's not that big of a deal to me, but as soon as I see like something that was only digital come to physical, I don't care if I bought it before, I still want to go get it.
Right.
Like just to have it, just to like, because when it comes to like having stuff like that, like streaming or digital, it gets taken away sometimes. And I don't want that to happen if, say, you were like with the Scott Pilgrim thing, the Scott Pilgrim game, it was taken down for no reason. There was a reason, but, they never revealed it to anybody, and everybody thinks it's because of like copyright or not copyrights, but like just the rights to it in general with Universal Studios and the studio that made the game. I just think that when it comes to stuff like that, it's better to have it physical, because no matter what, it's yours.
Yeah.
So when it comes to stuff like streaming or digital, I'd prefer to have physical all the way.
No, yeah, you'll never be able to own it, essentially, with streaming. You're just paying for a service, and they're allowing you to play switch to games.
Which kind of
like
bums
Odyssey.
me out, dude, because like I've been a victim of that, but it wasn't for a game. It was actually for a movie. When they first released Lion King on on Blu-ray, you know, it came with the digital code, and
Yeah.
so I was watching it on before it was Disney Movies Anywhere. It was just called Movies Anywhere,
Yeah.
and I would watch it all the time, especially like near Christmas. Everybody wanted to watch Lion King, and then one day like I go to do it, and it's not there.
Yeah.
So I'm like wondering what the hell. Well, guess what? It's because they were gonna re-release it.
Yeah, and I got
You
it.
see, that's the kind of
See?
thing that that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. If you already bought it, why do you have to buy it again? Like, it makes no sense to me. And if it's a streaming service and it's just, you know, like only gonna be there temporarily, you know,
I say just let him out.
Your puppy does not like the idea
Yeah,
of streaming games.
he hears us
He
talking,
hates
so
it.
he was.
It's like,
he
I got
hates it.
things to say.
Mom.
It's gonna happen, puppy. This just collect dust and that's it. No, I'm just kidding.
The future
No
is
way,
now.
dude. We have like a ton of like movies and stuff over there, and it's just like there's days where it's like, oh, let's watch a movie, and you know, we look for stuff that's on Netflix, and sometimes they just don't have it, and then we were just like, oh, let's watch one of the movies that we have, and we just go through it, and we have a bunch.
No,
So yeah, it's just
I can see
it's
your whole
nice.
library.
Yeah. And it's not even just the what you see right there. There's those DVDs, and then behind those DVDs is more DVDs. So-
totally agree with movies. Just
Yeah.
sometimes with video games, like for my experience playing Xbox, there's times where I'm even playing a disc, and if I don't have, let's say my internet goes out for some whatever reason, it goes out. Even with the disc copy, I can't even play it. So for
Yeah.
my experience, it's just like, what's the point of a disc if I can't even play it without internet? So might as well just buy it, you know, downloadable content, you know?
Yeah.
That's just my perspective. But if Google is going to come out with this, they still have a lot of promises, man. And if Microsoft hasn't been able to do it, what's to say Google is going to do it right out the bag?
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, they're giving a lot of opportunities to smaller studios or like independent studios.
Oh, yeah.
You can become a partner. You can become, you know, if you're a developer, they have a site for you. And what's cool is that a lot of it's running off the Unreal Engine.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, yeah. So there's
damn.
going to be a lot of possibilities for people, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's kind of exciting.
yeah.
Wow.
So one of the things they showed is obviously they showed Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
They've done that before, I think, when it first released.
It was a test.
Yeah, it was a test.
It was a
and
test.
It was pretty smooth too. I mean, but that's just one game, and it's. I mean,
Yes.
I like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but you know, it's Assassin's Creed.
So yeah, so one of the first things that they showed was obviously Ubisoft is going to be a partner. Then they showed Havoc, and they're going to be a partner. And then they showed it. So they were talking about Doom and how Doom's going to be into it, and it's just insane, dude. That
They have some. So they have an arsenal, pretty much.
Yeah,
have
they do.
a good variety of games. Seems like they don't have exclusive, and yeah, they damn well shouldn't have any
and
exclusive.
they were also
games,
talking about
'cause-
like they're going to be compatible with crossplay, cross-platform.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was crazy. So I was talking about the whole YouTube thing, like you can seamlessly. So you're watching the YouTube video, and then you click the link, and seconds, bam, you're playing the game. Then you say, oh, okay, I'm gonna move from my Chromebook then to my. I'm gonna go take a dump.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to stop playing. They have the
Because
adapter,
why would you?
right? So, so yeah, so you're like, oh man, I gotta take a dump. You know, I don't want to stop playing though. So you could literally take your Google Pixel phone. You can take
You
your
know what
Google
you can do
Pixel
that
phone.
with? The Switch.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, the Vita too, but
Yeah.
that died off.
Yeah, so anyways, you go to
You-
take your
the Vita
dump.
ain't no
You
Switch.
take your dump, all right. Just listen to me. You take your dump,
Take it.
and you take your Google Pixel, and you're playing on your phone. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna sit down on my desktop. You know, I'm not at work. I'm gonna be at home. So you just pick it up from the cloud on your PC. Boom, you're seamlessly playing. Then you want to play on your tablet. Then you can do that. And then if you have like a Google Chromecast, you just play on your TV. So that's what's pretty groundbreaking as which differentiates from the Switch is that you're not limited to just one or two devices, which is the handheld Switch itself or your TV. Like you can literally take this anywhere.
Laptop, phone.
Be on a train ride, you know, and just be on your phone.
Your phone dies, you have your laptop right there. Your laptop
Exactly.
dies, you're about to get home to your
TV,
Yeah.
your freaking anything. As long as you have anything running Chrome OS, it's gonna run it. and that's pretty
sweet.
insane. And it's
That's
saying
pretty
that
sweet, but sounds counterproductive when it comes to work.
right, and they were talking about, oh, it's gonna be able to do, you know, full 1080p, then it's gonna be 4K, and then it'll even stretch out to being 8K. And even though 8K isn't like a thing currently in like a lot of homes, like you don't have to worry because it's gonna be there.
Okay.
For anybody listening right now, that is my dog, and I apologize. He's mad that he's not on the cast.
He was actually, it was funny. We were setting up and we have all the mics on the table and everything, and he's literally on the seat with his face pointing at the mic. Like, I wish I got a picture of that.
He's a weird little dog, dude. Like when I'm driving with him, and he'll like get in my lap. I'll be driving and my hands will be on the wheels, and his hands will also try to be on the wheel, and it's really weird. But yeah,
I would suggest not to drive it like that.
yeah, I know. I have to move him every time, but we have a
That's
seatbelt
adorable,
for
though.
him now, so I just put him in the back, and
I mean, I have no issue if you want to let him out. It's cool.
I mean, he might hop all over you guys, so I don't want him
That's
to like.
completely fine with me. He's not gonna do anything.
All right.
That's perfect.
So Marissa lets the dog out. Who let the dogs out? Oh, that was horrible. So I'm gonna give myself a.
Oh yes.
Oh, doggy's out. Okay. So, but like, oh, okay. So another thing is that you don't have to use the Stadia controller that they announced. Like, if you have like your Xbox One controller, your PS4 controller, you can just connect it and you're good to go as long as it's USB.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool. Were those the actual controllers that they were planning on releasing for this thing
Yeah.
on our Instagram?
Yeah. That picture that I got it straight out of the conference.
Nice. Those actually looked so much better than what was going around on the internet. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
My
It looked
God.
really smooth. It looked really comfortable.
They looked as big as a whole Switch.
It looked better than a PS4 controller, I'll tell you that.
Dude, what that patent that was going around and everybody thought it was what was they were planning on releasing for Dante, are you serious? Careful, his tail might mess with the controls. There was a patent picture that was going around, and I guess somebody did like a 3D rendering picture of the said controller. It looked terrible. It looked so uncomfortable, and so when you posted the actual pictures of the controllers, the actual controls, they look so much better. They look so much better.
They look like a freaking boomerang stick.
I like the fact that they're coming out with like different variations of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. I still waiting to be surprised though, because it is just a conference at the end of the day.
True.
And Odyssey, although it did look really well, it's nothing promising to the whole no hacking, instant 5 seconds. You get me? The whole, and even then the whole changing for the consumer of no more disc, like that was a big fail for Xbox. They got murked for it. And even PS4 right after the conference was like, how do you share games? Like this, you just hand over the disc to your buddy. So how does that work?
Remember that?
Yeah, how does that work with Google All Access, Play Anywhere, whatever it's called?
Well, I mean, what they showed in the conference is they showed an example using 2K. So let's say someone's playing 2K and you want to play with them. There's going to be a button on the everything's like they were basing everything off of YouTube, which was really weird to me. That the fact that it's and they were talking about because so many people like some people watch 50 something billion hours of gaming on YouTube. He's like, oh, do you know how long that is? Like, you can walk to Pluto and back 12 times. And blah, blah. I was like, holy shit. Like,
yeah,
that's a lot.
I'm a gamer. I ain't no scientist. Don't give me no fake numbers. You know, just show me the Carfax, man. Let me see it in work. But like another thing is like, what happens to my achievements? You know, what happens to my trophies?
All that.
Do I have to?
It's in your cloud. So.
Look, your trophies.
But like with the Google,
Like
right?
chicken strips.
Like, do they have their own service now? Are they gonna have their own achievements? They're gonna have their own Xbox Live. They're gonna partner. Are they? I guess you're saying that they're gonna crossplay.
From the sounds of it, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be like really like a service. I mean, if you're already online, then
because
you don't have to sign into like a service.
For me, like the thing that I stick to Xbox really sometimes is just the community within itself. You know, like they have the best. I mean, even just Xbox, they have the best layout for when it comes to laying out the foundation. When you turn on your Xbox, what do you want to do? You want to play video games? You want to play Netflix, Hulu, and then they have the friends community. Then they have the achievements. So it's just like I'm most likely
And then
gonna
the store.
I'm most likely gonna pick up the Xbox and the next game for the Xbox purpose. So what is Google gonna bring for me to switch over other than the streaming? Because if the streaming doesn't really work for me, how are they gonna win me over other than just that? I guess only time will tell. If they have exclusive games, do they have better, graphics? Would it have a better? I mean, can they have better graphics than Xbox?
Well, that's what they're
PS4?
promising. They're promising that it's going to be more powerful than current gen consoles.
Damn, it's a big promise.
Show me the cartridge.
Shots.
Exactly.
I mean, current gen consoles, anyways, they're gonna go.
They're going to be
They're gonna
previous gen.
Yeah, pretty
soon.
soon.
Yeah, pretty soon.
I mean, like what the new Xbox, like the working title is Project Scarlet or something like that.
Johansson.
Got it.
Swing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, just watching the whole conference, it was pretty cool. I mean, that's a lot of people from different companies come in. They had the game and movie theorists pop out for some reason.
How did that work?
Dude, I don't know. He was just doing a presentation, but all I wanted to
That's
hear
tight.
him say was, "But that's just a theory." That's all.
Film theory.
that's all I
or
wanted
game
to
theory. Which one was it? I know him from film theory.
It's same guy.
Same guy.
Same guy. Yeah, but I mean, it looked great. The game looked great and everything. It's just the games always look great at conferences. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
look at how
Watch
the
Dogs.
Division looked when they first got
Divisions,
announced.
yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah, and then look at
Odyssey.
Days Gone and
A lot of Ubisoft games we're calling out right here, except
None
for
of
Days
the
Gone.
Nintendo Direct. I mean, everything in the Nintendo Direct looked great, but there was one game. I think it was Dead by Daylight. Is that what it was? Looked terrible. It looked like the frames were just super slow, and I don't know. It might be one of those hardware pushers where it's like I don't think that the Switch can handle it.
yeah.
But who knows?
I
But
don't
you're
know.
right.
I mean, you know what? It's not going to cost that much. Or I mean, they didn't announce a price for anything. I'm just saying, like, if all I got to do is be a member of Google, which we all are, we're all on. We all use
Mhm.
Gmail. If I just got to buy a controller, then what the hell? I'll give it a shot.
If I have to buy Control and I also purchase that game, yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
I
they
think I'm gonna just
didn't
purchase it
really
for
talk about anything
Xbox.
pricing wise. They didn't talk about if it's going to be, do I have to pay for a service? Is
Mhm.
it going to be like Game Pass or anything like
That I'm willing to do. Like if it's gonna be a service and it's gonna, they're gonna have Ubisoft games. They're gonna have,
Havoc games,
Havoc
and
games.
all these.
If it's gonna be about, $15-20 per month on all these different variety of games, I'll
Not
do
down.
it. I'll do that.
I won't. I'm cheap.
I mean, it's talking about like cross-platform. So, I mean, what's to say? Hey, we're going to be working with this company and this and that. I mean, look at what Xbox is doing with Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just we just have to wait and see. I mean, they're planning to launch this year, but my guess is going to be holiday season.
Tell you what, as long as I could play streaming, right, I could play with the same community as Xbox and still get my achievements, I'm switching over.
You think so?
I think so. If it saves me $1 and it has if it doesn't have Gears of War, I probably won't. But I'll still have my
I doubt
Xbox.
it,
Yeah, I'll still have my Xbox on hand. But it does sound like a big promise, though. It sounds
Just
when something's too good to be true. That's exactly what this is. to
with
me
the whole
right
like
now.
no hacking and no cheating
Yeah.
and this and that.
Everything's hackable.
Yeah.
They said that about the Switch, and it got hacked.
I mean, look at we see movies where like the government gets hacked.
It's possible.
You're not. I don't know. You're not
Washington down.
invulnerable.
You're not invincible.
That what the hell? What am I saying, man?
Yeah,
I'm an
dude.
idiot.
Unless Google has Channing Tatum, then they're gonna get hacked.
Words are terrible for me. I'm sorry. No, but yeah, but that today. I mean, this was just gonna be a quick episode on that, just to give you the fact. I mean, we just got the news. We just watched the conference, so I mean, these were just a few of our thoughts. Well, at the end of the day, you guys will say you'll try it, right? Well, except for you, Maurice. You say you're probably not down.
Yeah, I'm too cheap. I won't even pay for PS Plus.
I mean,
But do you like the concept of it? of the
I do like
whole-
the concept of it because you get to play all those games and everything like that. But I'm still set on my physical releases. I don't know, but I mean, if it's like, it's one of those things where I would have to like wait and see how people receive it, and like watch like a ton of videos. And my dog's trying to get his treats.
Adorable.
It's one of those things where I have to watch like a bunch of videos after like its release and whatever, and see how people like it, because I'm not one of those people who's gonna go out and try it out first before.
Right. Before the
Before.
bugs are fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think as long, I'm probably gonna cave. I'm probably gonna say no. I'm not gonna give into it first week. But yeah, right now I'm in a place, financially where it's like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll put money down right now if you can tell me when and where.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty exciting, to see them do this. I just don't think they're the ones that do this.
Like
Google themselves, Google's powerful, but
Like,
they're new to the whole gaming.
I feel like what they should have done is partnered with
Microsoft.
with Microsoft, because
Google-
Microsoft and Google go together. You know what I mean?
Google,
Mhm.
I think they said something about like how they've known the gaming industry, the whole like Google Play and all,
Well-
but that's nowhere near.
Well, the head of
AAA
Google, when he came
gaming.
out, he said, what brought us into programming and all this, a lot of people started playing games and they were curious about gaming, and they got into coding. And I mean, so I don't know. I mean, he could be talking a lot of truth, man, but they gotta
I feel like this is a hard flex for Google to just like present to game developers and be like, look what we can do. So who the hell wants to buy us and partner up with us? Because I don't know, unless they're gonna release it like next month and it's gonna be super powerful. I mean, they were really hush about it.
yeah, I just
I can see it coming back and the next year, EA or E3, I mean, and be like, it's gonna be released next year, and then next E3, another time, another conference.
well, I mean, the
another
last
conference.
thing you literally saw in the conference was launching to 2019. So, I mean,
Oh.
like I said, we're gonna get it this year,
Okay.
and but I don't think it's gonna be soon. I don't think it's gonna be summer. When all those summer titles come out, I don't think it's gonna be end of year.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
If
well,
maybe late fall, early winter.
if it's released this year, we'll have our review on it. We'll definitely pick it up,
For sure.
and we'll have our first monthly subscription or whatever it is. You're buying the first game, that's for damn sure. If it's not a subscription,
More than likely, it'd be really cool if they did partner up and say, "Hey, you have a game library with this email on your Xbox. Do you want to transfer
imagine
games?"
they're the ones that bring Xbox and Sony together, like exclusively. Like you could play Xbox exclusive games and Sony exclusive. That'd be sick.
It won't happen.
Yeah, it won't
Sony won't play.
Yeah.
Sony doesn't play well with others.
But do they do it for Nintendo and Microsoft? Because like they've already known to be playing well with each other. So,
So far.
Pause. But we'll see if they're the edge to push Sony into it.
Or Sega makes a comeback.
Out of nowhere.
All right.
Sega.
Never.
Never. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to join us next time where we're going to be talking about whatever the hell else is on in pop culture. Right now, we're probably going to be doing another episode soon. We're going to be talking about James Gunn. James Gunn is back, guys. I know you probably wanted to get an episode about this earlier, but schedule conflicts. But it's coming. It's coming. So be on the wait on that. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Maurice. Thank you, Gray, for joining. And we shall see all of you guys next time.